And we're back. I'm not gonna call you friends. That was a little creepy and I apologize. Let's head, okay, no. And today we're gonna be testing E.L.F. Cosmetics. And we're gonna be doing a full face of first impressions, all with E.L.F. products. If you're new to the channel, I'll regularly do full face of first impressions on one brand only. So if you wanna watch more of these type of videos, I'm gonna link the playlist down below and so it's gonna be right here. And I regularly ask you either on Twitter or Instagram, sometimes both, what is the next brand you want me to do this with? And E.L.F. was one of those brands that popped up really early in the beginning. When it was first launched in the UK, I did receive a few of their products and I didn't test them out, just get them in this box. So a few months back, I just got like a few more products and decided to do a full face on it. So E.L.F. is a very, very affordable brand. Here in the UK, they're sold only as Superdrug, I think, but they do have a UK website, which I'll link everything down below. First of all, we're gonna start with a primer, and this is their Mineral Infused Face Primer. Coincidentally, my favorite face brush to apply primer is from E.L.F, and it's their Ultimate Blending Brush. It is kind of silicone-y. It's usually the type of primer that I don't like, so let's see what's up. It's very, very silicone based. Yeah, the difference in my pores automatically is like great, but I don't usually like silicone primers because they just don't perform as well for me as hydrating and glowing primers do. Okay, next we're going into the foundation. I believe they have at least two foundations. This is their oil-free SPF 15 sunscreen foundation. I actually got my foundation on Superdrug and I thought it was the lightest shade. When I got the package, it was too dark and I was like, and on their website, they have this shade. The lightest shade, which is light ivory. This is the shade of the foundation. It is like warm toned sort of. So it'd be a good shade I think for my hand, but not for my face. So this is a little bit warmer and a little bit darker than I usually go for now, but it's still like, if I go down my neck, if I blend it down my neck, it's feasible. It's very hard to find like a drugstore foundation that is really light. I'm finding that this is like super creamy. So it's one of those foundations where you can't just apply a lot and then blend it out. It doesn't set quickly and you can just go ham on it, which I usually like. Anyway, coverage wise, it's kind of medium coverage. So I'm not being able to actually cover a lot of my blemishes. Like when I think of oil-free foundations, this is not a type of texture that I think of. I do like that it is that like hydrating, but in terms of coverage, this is light to medium. A lot of my rednesses are still peeking through and that's a bummer, but we have to power on and move forward. So they have more than one concealer, I think. I think this was the lightest one because the other ones seem pretty dark and they don't have a lot of shades of concealer. That sucks. The under eye concealer and highlighter, shade Fair Glow. And this is what it looks like. So this is concealer and highlighter, right? And see, this is so pinky. And the foundation is so yellow. What the fuck? It is a nice concealer, like it's super lightweight and hydrating. It is my type of concealer. It's gonna be great for under eye and horrible for pimples. Let us try. Okay, yeah, this does nothing for pimples. It is beautiful under eye. It covers a little, it's seamless, it's not patchy. Plus powder! And I got their translucent powder. I believe they have like pressed powders as well. This is the Sheer HD powder. It doesn't feel too drying, which is cool. It is kind of setting like beautifully like skin and not overly matte. Now, I'm gonna go over with just a little bit of foundation. Can I mix a little bit of foundation with a little bit of powder? Make it thicker? I can! Okay, yeah. That's a little better. That's how I would go about this. But it's still like not an ideal situation. And I wish they had a pimple concealer. It could be worse. It's not too bad. And the finish does look amazing though. But it is not my color. It's a little bit darker than my color. So if you're my shade or lighter, it's a no-no. For my base as my eyes, we're going to be using the E.L.F. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow. It's quite shimmery. It's not as molten as advertised, but it is quite shimmery. I've got actually 2 eyeshadow palettes. So these 2 were sent by the brand when they first launched in the UK. I swatched them at the time, but never really played with them on my eyes. Needed Nude, and this is Matte for Matte. So I'm gonna be using this one, Transition shade. They were creamy and pigmented, I like that. I'm gonna go all over the lid with this shade right here. Let's go back into the little Molten. Just create a little thingy here. I'm going to be using the foiled pinky shade. Oh my god, that is so pigmented. I am impressed. And I'm going to do just a little bit here as well. And then we're going to go back into the adorable brownie shade, round it all off. You know, actually, I was like having really low expectations. But I am feeling this look. Just gonna go into this more reddy brown. Cheapen it, kind of like so slightly. Like, not even touching you. Am I being weird? It's like, I'm so tired. Blending brush just away. This like champagne color right here to do the inner corners. What happened, E.L.F? You completely turned it around for me. I like you now. They have a mascara primer, which I always use because I don't have faith in the mascara. So let the primer be anything. This is the mascara primer. Okay. Okay. Not a lot of product is coming off, but the lashes are having a sort of lift. So I double dipped. While we let that cool off a little bit, we're gonna go into brows. Sadly, as a lot of drugstore brands, they don't have a brow gel. So I got their brow pencil. Way too warm for me because it is like a proper brown. Here is the brown. But we're gonna attempt to do this. Brush our brows first. It's like a pointy one. It's not like a slanted one. It's like a pointy one. I think I'm terrible with brow pencils. And that's why I like brow gels. You just done. Like, it is pigmented. It has like that waxy quality that brow pencils usually need and do. This the brow with. This the brow without. Even using this, I would always put a brow gel on so that they stay put. Because my brows, like my brow hairs are so long. Sometimes they were like this. So they have a lot of mascaras. I didn't know what to choose. So I chose the one that has the brush closest to the ones that I usually like, which is like a spiky brush. Even then, I don't. Mineral Infused mascara in the shade Black. Because we have the primer, it's possible we'll get away with it. But I just think, yeah, see? Like, it doesn't, we don't have product enough. Oh, wait, I take it back. We have a nice curl here. So, well, I might have to double dip. I don't know if it's because of the primer, but the combination definitely works. This is 3 layers. So we're gonna let that set off a little bit and we're gonna do highlighted. I have 2 forms of highlighter. Illuminating Palette. This is what it looks like. Blush Gems. That's all it says. All the info is gonna be down below. So if I don't know what something's called because I lost the box, it's down below. But it's kind of like a baked illuminator. There's no shimmer, it's more like a milky situation here. Let's try the fan brush, even though I'm 100% sure that this is gonna be too subtle. I'm dipping it in here. It's like creamy, but it's not too highlighter-ish, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this is nothing. It's just very milky, kind of looks like an illuminating face powder instead of a highlighter. I'm gonna go into the baked one. I usually don't like baked stuff, because I feel like they're never as creamy. They actually have a setting mist that I was saving to the end, but I'm gonna wet my highlighter brush a little. Oh. It's there, but it's very subtle. It's not very pigmented. I wouldn't recommend this product. It eventually works if you wet your brush and you really dug it in there. But it's a subtle one at best if you like subtle highlighters. So we're going blush now. And I have there St. Lucia. Is this a blush or contour duo or whatever? I'm gonna use a little bit of the contour. I never usually do, but let's... Okay, that is pigmented. Let's do the blush shade. It's a very cute little blush. Ooh, this brush was clean before, and now it is pretty pigmented, so. Aw, that's pretty. I think I would like it even more if my base was a little bit like lighter, like my shade. Because it really does complement my shade, but I really like it. We're almost done, and actually now we have a little cutie. This is one of the products they also sent me, and it's their Mint Maniac Scrub. Oh yeah, this is actual real scrub. Like, it is loose though. It's like really grainy. I love that. Is this candy? This is sugar. It tastes amazing. I'm enjoying this way too much. Lastly, Tea Rose. I don't know what the name. They don't put the name of the product sometimes in the thingy. So this is, it's gonna be below, but this is one of their crayon lipsticks. This is a little tumbly. Going over my dry patches like a champ, like I can't even see them, which is great. I don't know if this is supposed to be matte. This is like satiny, high pigmented cream. Like this, like the lipstick a lot. And I like the overall look. Honestly, this turned out a lot better than I hoped. Oh, I still have the fixing mist, so I'm gonna apply that now. And this is their makeup mist and set. Oh my god, I love this mist. It's really like a mist. It's not like a squirty thing. It's a mist. It's one of the most mistest mists I've ever seen. It's like the air is damp, and I'm here for it. Final look is this. Definitely impressed. Like, I forgot I had this highlighter. Okay, I'm gonna just dab a little bit of this, like so. More glowy? Too glowy? The eyes were by far my favorite part. I think the eyeshadows were really creamy and pigmented for the price. The lashes overall, the duo was amazing. Even though I had to do 3 layers of each, they did lift off and curl my lashes. Also love the lips. They're really creamy. Went over my patches, as you can see. You can't see the patches. My problem with the base was mostly not being my shade. The foundation does sit on beautifully. It's so flawless. It's oil-free, but it's fairly moisturizing. And then it was not as high coverage as I thought it would be. But if you don't have blemishes as I do, then you shouldn't have a problem with it because the finish really is gorgeous. The powder was not drying at all throughout my rest of application, and I really like that. The blush palette was good as well. So basically the only thing I didn't like was the highlighters. It's solid. It's a solid brand that I never thought I'd like as much as I am right now. So I'm gonna wear this for a few hours and I'll come back to you, but I really, really like the look that I created. I think it's very cute. Of course, it's not like very adventurous. It's a drugstore makeup brand, and at the end of the day, they do like a basic makeup range. Oh, and I forgot to show you like the texture up close, but as you can see, like the texture of the foundation, even though it doesn't cover all my blemishes, it's pretty flawless. I am so tired. It's so late. And honestly, my makeup looks amazing. Look at that glow. What's happening? I look like I'm totally high. I'm not. I'm just like, I went out and it's really, really cold. Just really, really sensitizes my eyes. I don't know if that happens to you, but people always think I'm either high or like I haven't slept. But I am sleepy at the same time, so. The eyes still look popping. Barely any creasing, if any at all. The highlighter is there, blush and contour and stuff still there. The lipstick, of course, is not there. But the rest looks amazing. And the foundation looks freaking amazing. I am so sad that this does not have my color, because even with its low coverage, once my skin clears up a bit more, this would be the type of foundation I'd wear. And it just looks really, really flawless. Even under my eyes looks flawless. The mascara and everything, it hasn't like crumbled off either. Overall, E.L.F. has proved me wrong. Damn, I still look amazing. I'm wearing PJs. It's way too late. I can't wait to take off the makeup and just go. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. The next brand I'm gonna do this video on is gonna be Kiko Cosmetics by popular demand. In the meantime, do let me know if you have any other brands that you want me to test out. And I'll see you super soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell button so you know every single time I'm uploading. Bye. Sweet dreams. It should not be that late to you, but I'm hoping I have sweet dreams.